Good evening once again, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the show. As promised, I am going to carry on with episode 4 of the second season of Telltale's Batman game. And, things are probably going to get a little bit tense, because if I remember correctly, and I do because it was rather a big deal, I, am most likely on the outs with Catwoman. And by on the outs, I mean I may have potentially gotten her killed. We don't know this for certain yet, but things were looking pretty grim when I last left off. So, let's jump into that and see how I can dig my way out of that hole, shall we? I've got a good feeling about my relationship with John, though, so maybe he's going to be able to help me out. Like, I don't know if it's at all possible to stop him from becoming the murderous maniac that we know he can be. But if... oh, hold on now. If there is any way for that to happen, I feel like I might be doing pretty good on that front. It's like, you know, maybe like all you need to do to prevent one of the worst monsters in superhero history from ever becoming a thing is just be friendly to the guy. There's a lesson to be learned there. Maybe. That or an easy way to get yourself killed. One or the other. Speaking of, I'm pretty sure that's him. What ails you? A shocking revelation forces Bruce into a desperate change of plans as the villain's lethal plot escalates. So what is this shocking revelation of theirs, I wonder? I don't know, let's find out, shall we? Nothing great, I'm sure.
War always carries a cost, and my war on crime is no different.
War never changes.
The truth is, no matter how hard I fight, I can't save everyone. In order to maintain my cover with the Pact, I had to sacrifice Selina. I just hope I can explain myself to her one day.
You know, if
But
she
first,
survives.
I have to stop Harley Quinn and her crew from stealing a deadly virus. With it, they could carry out mass murder in Gotham on a scale the city has never seen.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that too, the virus that they're actually looking for. The thing that they're trying to get from these people. I forget what their name is, Black
Just
Lotus
gotta
or
take out
something?
one itty-bitty god. Then we can get the rest of the gang inside.
Locus, I believe their name is Locus.
Time to paint this place red, Brucey boy.
No, let me handle this.
Can I help you?
We're here for a massage.
Couples massage?
Nothing too vigorous. We need to save our energy for, other activities.
Wink wink,
Sorry,
nudge nudge.
looks like we're all booked up. You'll need to return some other time. Maybe call ahead first.
Maybe a little cash would make things go smoother.
Cash?
Sure. Just look the other way. Take a smoke break.
This is taking too long. We should have just taken him out.
Let me call my manager.
He's packing!
Hey!
Oh! But
Nicely done.
bribery
For a
usually
second
works.
there, I thought you'd really gone chicken. We're in. You losers gonna join the party or what?
This'll teach you not to, you know, turn down my money.
Did you run into trouble?
Nothing we couldn't handle.
Be ready. More will come.
He's always so serious.
Be on the lookout for security measures.
Let me use my fancy eyes.
We can disable them from here.
Nicely done, Brucey.
Come on. The clock is ticking.
So what kind of touchpad technology does he have in that
Jeez.
phone that he can just
Lots
use his
of
gloves
doors.
on that?
Hey, should we just start opening them? Secret lab?
Hey!
Not that one.
Hey, you shouldn't be here.
Why does everybody have guns?
Whoa, hold up. I think this is it.
Then that's where we want to go.
Is it going to be as easy as this?
What is this?
Watch closely.
Oh, good. I could use a little color.
The dear departed Riddler's gonna help us out.
Very clever.
Come on, we're taking a ride.
Like how excited John seems to be.
Just so we're all clear, this is a smash and grab operation. We smash the lab, grab the virus, and then we're gone.
A virus. Sounds dangerous and unpredictable.
If used properly, it should allow me to cure my Nora.
And I will be able to perfect the power of my venom.
The virus can do all that?
Ooh, this is so exciting. The moment we've all been waiting for. Ooh, we gotta get this one for the history books.
Make sure you get my good side.
Okay, everybody, say cheese. Come on. Squeeze in.
Why not?
It's perfect. Is it dusty in here, or is it just me?
That's some awful incriminating evidence there, Bruce.
Hey, mister! Which way to all your most dangerous toys? Someone's being a bad boy.
Don't. Don't give her a reason.
So boring. Chop chop, boys! It's the last mile.
Waller, I'm in.
Good. We're on our way. Do
Or
not
are you?
let the Pact get their hands on that virus, Bruce.
I've got it under control.
Talking to yourself, huh?
John,
It's okay, Bruce. I talk to myself all the time. To be honest, my voices haven't been letting up lately either. I keep thinking this virus was the thing holding us all together. It's what made us stick. I don't know, call me paranoid, but I'm worried once it's gone, Harley's just gonna disappear. I just don't think I could take that kind of rejection.
no matter what happens, I've got your back, John. I'm not going anywhere.
Come on, let's just get this over with.
He didn't seem too happy about that answer. I thought he would be.
All right, John, plug in the drive.
He's my buddy. My weird buddy.
According to Riddler's plan, we just gotta upload this little program into their system.
Ugh, weird. I don't think it's going to work, Harley.
Seriously, Puds? All I asked you to do was be the tech guy. Congratulations, you're hired. Now let's get this show on the road. And presto, changeo.
Whoa!
Was that the expected result?
Hang on, would ya? That's what Mama wanted to see. Hang on to that, Brucey. I can't afford any more mishaps. All right, let's get moving. The lab is this way.
The enemy! Dead ahead! If these fools want to fight, I am more than happy to oblige.
Why
Heads
didn't
up,
he
fellas.
just shoot Freeze in the head?
Wise to get out of our way.
Do not stand in my way again, or you will take his place.
Damn it.
What the? No, you don't. Rod's fire. I'll do the rest.
Damn.
So much for that headache.
Harley is some kind of badass, isn't she?
Impressive way!
Crazy, but you know.
No time to sit on your thumbs, boys. Move it!
Nice moves, buddy.
Babe, up ahead.
Don't let the barrier close.
Oh, I pressed the wrong button. My mistake. That could have saved so much hassle if I just let Bane die, though. But alas. Oh, and they gotta start me back here. Damn it. Almost missed my chance then, too.
No, you don't. Rod's fire. I'll do the rest.
In a long couple of weeks, folks. My attention span and reflexes are not the greatest. While this isn't the worst kind of game, where that could cause problems, it's still pretty bad.
Impressive way!
No time to sit on your thumbs, boys. Move it!
Nice moves, buddy.
Babe, up ahead.
Don't let the barrier close.
Yeah, let's do this instead. You know.
Nowhere to retreat now.
This is it. Crack it open, Bruce.
Also goes to show how amazing Bane's pecs must be. Shot to the head immediately takes him out, but a shot straight to the chest is nothing to him, apparently.
Initiated emergency protocol. Will be incinerated.
Bad for
I would
Freeze.
advise you all to get down on the floor.
Or, you know.
Sit down, frio.
Should have brought my scarf.
Bruce, get the door.
Give me a minute. Getting shot at. And aren't we terribly fortunate that everything in here has a USB
A
port?
little help?
Warning. Emergency protocol initiated. Lockdown engaged.
No. Come on.
And what does this mean exactly?
Get that virus, Bruce! Freeze! Can't you bust this thing open?
Only if you wish to be shot.
Okay.
Show me what you got.
I don't see how I'm screwing these people over yet. That's a lot of
It's never easy.
orangey death in there.
I've got to unlock these terminals before I can destroy the virus.
Okay.
Sample retrieval override.
Okay. All right. I see what this does. How this works now. Kind of.
Override enacted.
Running out of time.
What's the problem here?
It's Bruce! He's trying to go solo!
Move and break it down.
Don't worry, we're coming, Bruce.
Thanks, John. I really appreciate it. Also, I like how the override symbols are very occult looking. Okay.
Oh god.
He's hopped up on Moe sauce. We need to be quick.
Come on. Gotcha.
And now I'm probably going to die. Oh crap.
No! He's incinerating all the samples! They'll be destroyed!
You just signed your death warrant! Get
Only a
rid
little
of
bit.
Bane.
It's still good, it's still good. Or not. Please don't.
No! More lies!
Please not do, Bane. Please not do.
It's actually not as hard as it looks.
John?
Where did he get that?
Did you see that? Wasn't it great?
Yeah, I saw it.
What the hell is this?
You know exactly what it is.
I didn't give him one. Where did he get the batarang? They've got one, don't they?
Yes! I've done it. I did it, Nora.
Sorry, Victor. Oh crap. Oh dear.
No! The virus!
That belongs to me.
What are you doing? You need me!
Not anymore.
Harley! Wait up!
Bye-bye, Brucey.
Harley!
Also, are we all going to die now? Exactly how virulent is this virus? Because Freeze just smashed a vial of it with his face.
Al, call Tiffany and tell her to get to the manor. Harley's escaped with the virus.
Right away.
Get me a proper lockdown crew in here, stat. I want bioscans on Freeze. Do not let him out of that airlock. Move it, people!
Good work here, Bruce.
Well, you managed to stay close to them until the end, I'll give you that. But with Doe still loose in Gotham, and the Lotus virus in the hands of a psychopath, I'm not sure good is the word I'd use to describe what happened here. Oh, I could think of some more colorful words to describe this situation.
Catwoman isn't an issue, and John is harmless on his own. We need to focus on Harley. She has the Lotus sample.
As much as I hate to admit it, you have a point. Sanctus, right under our noses all this time.
Chemical weapons, human experimentation. Sanctus is the darkest part of the agency's history. Oh, this place is just evil.
And that's why we're shutting it down once and for all. We can take some of this equipment and put it to good use.
This facility needs to be razed to the ground. I don't want so much as a trace of it left in my city.
Why don't you let me worry about that, Wayne? Bruce, you need to get after Quinn, and quick. She's out there with the virus, and that's a threat to Gotham we simply can't allow.
Freeze must have an idea about where she'd go in these circumstances.
Don't waste your time with that maniac. He'd say anything to throw us off track.
But he's our best lead.
Well, I disagree. Freeze is nothing more than a science experiment gone awry. You best keep your focus on Harley and the virus before anyone else gets hurt.
That was strange. She just completely shut me down. She's normally so open to all possible leads. This is so unlike her.
Look, it's been a rough night on everyone. Maybe it's taken a toll on her as well.
I don't know. Something seems off. Listen, Director Waller may think it's a waste of time, but I say leave no stone unturned.
I'll see what I can find out.
Hey, Will, give me a hand with this, will you? I think there may be something we can salvage back here.
Yeah, there's probably a damn good chance we can get something out of Freeze, maybe. He's not my biggest fan at the moment, I'm sure. Is he dying?
Why did you betray
Oh, he's
us?
not doing good.
It couldn't possibly have been money. I failed to see what you have to gain.
Look, I'm sorry, Victor. This wasn't how I had planned for this to go.
Save your apologies. They changed nothing.
From where I'm standing, it's Harley who betrayed you. She abandoned you, Victor.
All of you. I need your help to find her.
If you want me to tell you what I know about Harley, I'm going to need something from you in exchange. The agency intends to keep me prisoner with this virus living inside me. Given the chance, I could beat this, just like Riddler. He became stronger for it.
You're telling me that when Riddler worked here, he became infected with the Lotus virus?
If he could survive it, I believe I can too.
Really?
That dial, there. They've keyed it into the temperature regulators in the airlock. All I need from you is to turn that dial. Let my body do the rest. You want to know where Harley is. You'll keep me from being Waller's test subject. Lower the temperature in the airlock. I know that I can fight this.
If that's what you want, I can do that for you, Victor.
Tell me everything.
Thank you, Wayne. I'm so glad you're agreeable. The truth is, the Lotus virus doesn't have to be this. Riddler's blood can turn the virus into something that can heal. That's why we stole his body. Why your friends in the agency had it on ice. My Nora will perish if I don't use Lotus to save her. Bane merely hoped to cure himself of his addiction. Harley already has the virus. Now, she needs a blood sample from Riddler's body. With it, she will have what she needs to create the serum. She will destroy anything that gets in her way. She'll go for the body first. That's how you will find her. I already have samples of the blood. Look for a temperature-controlled container. Now, you have what you came for. Please, do as you promised.
I really hope he doesn't break out and kill a bunch of people, but...
Thank you, Wayne. Thank you.
I mean, you can't help but feel bad for Freeze. He's ruthless and terrifying.
I need to get to the subway right away.
Still.
If Harley's trying to make this serum, she'll go straight for Riddler's blood.
I'm coming with you. The secondary properties of this virus. The serum they want to make from it. I've got a feeling Director Waller didn't want us to hear that. Which would explain why she steered you away from Freeze. What is she up to, I wonder?
She can't keep secrets from me. I always get to the truth.
I have no doubt.
But don't worry about that now. If we hurry, we can intercept Harley at the lair.
You probably shouldn't suit up for this. The less attention we draw to ourselves, the better.
Suit up?
Damn it. You don't know that I told Waller you were Batman, do you?
Really?
Makes sense she figured it out.
Are we all good? It's just, we never talked about it.
Well, it's your job to figure people out. I can't hold it against you.
I was pretty sloppy about that,
I'm glad
I'm sure.
you see it that way.
Okay, so we know why Freeze wants it, we know why Bane wants it, why does Harley want it? I figured she'd use the virus in its current state as a weapon, but if she wants a serum to cure something, what is it she's trying to cure?
I suppose I should have seen this coming. She's become more and more erratic since she came to Gotham. I hardly know what she's going to do next.
Harley?
No. Director Waller. You say she can't keep secrets from you. I never thought she'd have reason to keep them from me. Ah! Damn! Ow! Ah, the hell is wrong with this thing?
Damn it, sorry. I've got a passive anti-surveillance system running. It must have triggered
What did you say, Bruce?
Oh, she's gone.
Looked like
She's
you
gone.
were speaking, but can't hear so well without these.
I was saying the car as a passive security system. It triggered feedback in your hearing aids.
Crappy agency technology. Not your fault. Look, it's fine. I'd just rather not talk about it. I have to admit, a part of me was sort of hoping we'd be taking the Batmobile.
Technically it is.
Not that this car isn't great.
Oh, we are taking it.
I don't follow.
I push a button, the armor plates flip, and voila. Batmobile.
That's incredible. If you're not just pulling my leg.
Yeah. Lucius Fox was a genius.
You've put a lot of time and energy into this crusade.
I prefer to think of it as a mission.
Do you ever question it? Not the mission. I mean, the methods. The clandestine nature of what you do. The fear tactics. The occasional brutality. No judgment. Just curious.
I've done what I had to do. I don't always enjoy it, but it's part of being Batman. If I don't question it, I'm as bad as the criminals I fight.
That makes sense. I'm having a bit of an existential crisis.
Existential crisis?
Yeah, it's Waller. Why wouldn't she want us to know what Freeze told you? Things have gotten gray recently. Too gray. I don't know if I'm on the right side anymore. Maybe I shouldn't have brought this up.
You should trust your instincts. They're what make you good at your job.
I'm glad to hear you say that. It bothered me when she allowed the Pack to obtain Riddler's body.
Wait, that was intentional?
I've had deep reservations about Waller. Can't believe I just said that out loud.
She cannot know this. Any of it.
Yeah, here's the problem with that. I think she already does.
Okay, so what's Waller's stake in this, seeing as how she seems to be playing both sides?
You sure you're okay to do this?
Absolutely. You know, I looked through Gordon's case files about Harley. Her father suffered from mental illness that eventually drove him to suicide. An illness with a strong hereditary link. It's very possible she wants the serum to prevent the same thing happening to her.
If she fails, she's got one deadly plan B.
Don't sound so worried, Batman. I'm here to help.
We're almost there.
Okay, so this can cure a terminal disease, addiction to a super steroid, and mental illness. This seems to be a very, very versatile cure if it works.
Harley's back is against the wall. If she has Riddler's blood, she'll be incredibly dangerous.
You don't need to tell me.
Then we're on the same page.
Meaning you're going to try to kill her? Looks like Selina got loose. I'm not surprised.
I knew she'd be able to do it.
Who? And do what?
Catwoman. They threw her in this murder box before we left.
Think she's still around?
No, she's a runner. I doubt we'll be hearing from her anytime soon.
Although when I do, there's going to be hell to pay.
Harley. She must be gone already.
Do you think that means she already has the vials?
I don't know, but it's worth a look. Maybe she got scared off before she could find them.
Or maybe Selina found them and swiped them just for the hell of it. Or, perhaps, John was here instead and he swiped them.
C4, plastic explosive. Only a little, though. Must be remnants from something bigger. I don't remember Bane making bombs, and it doesn't match Freeze's MO. Who then? Harley? John?
Even money on both.
Damn it.
What is it?
They're gone. The vials are gone. C4 and stolen blood. So how do those two things add up?
So...
Keep looking.
Keep looking, we've got all the time in the world.
Blood, but
it is blood.
Was this here before? Dried. Must be from when Harley shot Bane's men.
device of some sort.
Hey, Avesta, does this look familiar?
We call it a liminal device, a not quite as powerful phalanx key. Some agency field ops are issued one, and if they left it, they must have been rushed. An agency team has been here.
It could have been used to access Freeze's container with the vials.
Could be the agency's already been here and took the vials. It might not have been Harley at all that took it. Or, alternatively, maybe Selina had one of those. And... because I wouldn't put it past her to have something like that.
Huh. On the side here, someone's damaged this.
Someone tried to pry it open, perhaps? Please let this be Riddler still in here. If Selina's in here, I'm gonna flip.
Oh, God.
Oh, okay.
I thought this thing was supposed to preserve him.
Obviously, it failed. Right. Decomposition is actually accelerated. They purposefully disabled the capsule. If that's the case, then they were trying to destroy the body.
It's textbook asset denial, but it's some sloppy work.
They were moving fast. Too fast.
Let's poke him.
Bruce. Hi.
I don't know, I've got a really morbid streak and I just wanted to poke a dead guy in the eyeball. Squishy, squishy.
The rapid decay. I wonder if that's a side effect of the virus, or being in that capsule, or both.
Let's find out, shall we?
If Harley decides to release the virus, that sample may be the most valuable weapon we have.
Alfred, I did a bioscan of Riddler's corpse. I'm sending the data to you. The body is breaking down, so do your best with it.
Received, Bruce. It's... oh my. This may take a bit of time.
Yeah, it's pretty gross.
So, Waller takes the blood and has Riddler's body destroyed.
That would make her the only player who could create a viable Project Lotus sample. Having all the pieces to the puzzle.
Oh my God. Bruce. The Pact all had problems. Medical problems they needed solving.
And if
So does
Waller's
Waller.
the solution, she can make them work for her.
Or that. I don't know, I
She's
still
not
think...
above using leverage to get people under her thumb. I mean, look what she did with my identity. Harley.
The virus.
I still think there might be something else going on with Waller. Maybe she's sick herself. And why do I get the feeling this is probably John? Also, Alfred, I poked the eyeball. It was squishy. Repeat, squishy. That's a lot of money. That's... He got hammered, didn't he?
Bruce!
Yeah.
You came!
What happened
Where
to his
is she, John?
face?
Where's Harley?
I don't think we've been formally introduced. Doe. John Doe.
She's a friend, John. Our friend.
I had a friend. It didn't work out. Oh, hey! Hold on. Are you two-timing cat lady, Bruce?
It's complicated.
She was here.
Wait, she was here?
Yeah.
Where is she now, John? This is important.
You got some real nerve. You know that? Buddy. Remember the cafe? Just be yourself, John. And you told me you'd have my back. We'd have each other. You and me. Bruce and John, John and Bruce. A and B. B and... You get where I'm going. And for what?
She flew the coop! And I have nothing. You steered me wrong. At every turn. Every bad piece of advice. Everything blew up in my face.
I was honestly trying to help.
Well then, newsflash! You're bad at helping, Bruce.
Apparently, yes.
Bad helping, Hall of Fame bad.
We need some real answers, Bruce.
There's no point. It's over. The pact, the dream, us.
Not yet, it's not.
Oh, dear.
She's still out there, with a deadly virus in a city full of innocent people.
Call me when you got something I care about. It always surprises me how heavy guns are.
It's gonna be okay, John. I promise. I care, John. You know that.
I'm nearly out of reasons to believe you anymore, Bruce.
Ugh. Well, it's been real.
What are you doing, John?
Leaving. There's nothing left for me here. A lot of bad memories. And a weird smell.
John, I understand you want to run. I've run before. But problems, they just come with you. No matter how far you go.
Nope. Pretty sure I can get away from that smell.
Damn it, John! Listen to me. I need to find Harley.
I don't want to do this anymore. Not for you. Not for her.
John, please. This is important. I know it hasn't been easy for us, but I am your friend.
Okay, buddy. Look, the agency was here. They took the blood. I was up here in a very dark place. They didn't find me, but Harley did. I told her what happened to Riddler. She gave me this.
That's what I thought.
And where do you think Miss Quinn is now? We'd like to find her sooner, rather than later.
I don't want to find her. My heart can't take another kicking. I don't ever want to see her again. She ruined me. I can't.
You need closure, John. Face to face. Nothing else is gonna make you feel better. I promise you that.
I just can't say no to you, Bruce. You gotta keep an eye on this guy. That Wayne charm gets him every time. You sure know how to spin things. All the right ways to twist my arm. It's going to take me a few hours to find her. I have to check a few places, do some things.
Okay, we'll come with you.
No, you won't. Look, I can see you've tried to be nice, but I just need some time to think, or whatever. I need to do this alone. I'll call you when I find something.
Wait, hold on. We'd really like your help, John. Are you sure you won't reconsider us coming with you?
It's okay. Go.
Bruce, let's talk about this.
He'll come through. He's done it before.
It's funny. When you first walked through that door, I honestly thought you came here to check on me.
I don't know where things are going with John. Hopefully they go good
I'm
places.
going to track down those vials in the agency's cold storage.
Be careful.
Thanks.
Because it's bad. Because I really legit want to help the guy.
Alfred, how's the bioscan analysis going?
Nearly complete. I should have it ready for you when you arrive.
I'm on my way.
Like, I legit want to help the guy, and again, maybe there is no way I can prevent the inevitable from happening, but if there is, and I don't, it's just going to hit me that much harder that, you know, by fucking up in the game, you can create the monster. Bravo, Telltale, for making me feel like an asshole if I end up doing
Al,
that.
you there? I'm back. I'm taking over at the computer.
Kind of looks like a face. Really angry, droopy looking face. Okay, it's not gonna let me go anywhere else. Hopefully Alfred is fine. Wait, there's a cup over there. On the floor. That's not right. Oh god.
Al!
Oh god, no.
Oh God, no.
See?
Please. Please don't.
Oh, thank god.
Al, can you hear me? Alfred?
What's the matter? Thomas, let's chat. Now's the time.
No, Al, it's me. It's Bruce.
Yes, what would Master Bruce think about what you've done? I don't know, he and the Cobblepot boy are playmates.
Please wake up.
Bruce, where am I?
Easy. You're in the cave. Take your time, think back, and tell me exactly what happened.
No, it was nothing. I was working and I felt dizzy for a moment.
Oh, we're bullshitting me, Alfred. What's happening?
Must have been more exhausted than I realized. Well, basically, that's all there is to it.
Hey, slow down, relax. I'm gonna take care of you.
Couldn't be in better hands. Don't worry, I'll be back up in no time.
Hey, be careful.
Thank you, Bruce. I'll just catch my breath. Just give me a moment, please. It's all nonsense.
What is?
Freeze's magic cure-all. It doesn't work as intended. Take a look.
Am I going to need this to heal Alfred at one point? Is that what this is leading me towards? Okay, we ain't got anything new and interesting going on in the newsfeed. Maybe yes, maybe no. I wish this could go faster. It is not going faster. But yeah, I mean, if they kill off Alfred too by the end of this, I am going to be so pissed off. Oh, maybe I can get on John's good side enough. He becomes my new Alfred. Yeah, that's how that works, right? God, what a horrendous relationship that would be. Okay, there was that. We're into about deputy operations. Elusive Riddler murdered. I kept thinking that it was going to turn out somehow that Riddler wasn't dead. But I mean, it seems pretty obvious that he's gone now. There's no coming back for him. Gordon fired from GCPD. Catwoman narrowly evades GCPD. Bruce Wayne implicated in bribery. Why no arrest? Police shut down Bodhi Spa. The agency above the law. The answer is yes. Oh, here we go. They're gonna make me feel even worse about that dude who attacked Bane and saved my ass. My dad, Chip Locke, died in the attack on the police arsenal, says Susanna Locke, Chip's daughter, who was expecting her first child in just over a month. We miss him so much, we're all devastated he won't be there to meet his granddaughter. But I know she'll be proud, too, knowing her granddad died helping others. Yeah. Way to rub the salt into the wound of that one, game. Thanks a lot. We'll be getting a lot more of that to come, no doubt. Let's see, without John's quick thinking and his willingness to attack Bane, I might have died at the Black Site. The pack turned on me as soon as my intention to destroy the virus became clear. John alone stood by me, fighting by my side, even at the risk of Hurley's wrath. While his actions were heroic, I've started to wonder how much self-interest played a role. Before entering the lab, John confided in me that he didn't want Hurley to get her hands on the virus, afraid that if she did, she'd abandon him. Which was exactly what happened. John's in a dark place right now, but if there's one thing I've learned about him, it's his unfailing ability to bounce back after a disaster. If he can help me locate Hurley, maybe he can get some closure on the relationship. Maybe this was exactly the impetus he needed to see the light and straighten out his life. God, I hope so. I don't know what I'd do without Alfred. Hopefully I don't have to find that out. Closellas. Let's see. Okay. Okay, so what new do they have to say about him? Because apparently the Riddler was some sort of genetic freak at this point when he died. I recovered more details of Riddler's past from Sanctus computer networks. It's intriguing stuff, to say the least. Impressed with his criminal history and ambitious vision, the agency offered Riddler a fortune to work in their science and intelligence units. He exceeded expectations and was soon promoted to work in Sanctus, the shadow arm of the clandestine organization. Riddler helped advance their genetic engineering and biomechanical weaponization projects, earning him a solid status within the agency. Among these projects was Lotus, a deadly virus that they believe could be altered to enhance the body's natural regenerative properties. No, he's dead. He's not coming back. I was like, wait, does that mean he has, like, a healing factor? Because no, Riddler's dead. Riddler's dead. Keep that on your mind. He's not coming back, I hope. Lotus's potential encouraged the agency to sanction human experimentation, but after several failed trials, enthusiasm for Lotus had diminished. In a final and desperate round of experimentation, Riddler was accidentally dosed with Lotus. He and his colleagues assumed he would die within days, but he survived. He is the only human known to have done so. Over time, he began to exhibit the signs of growth they had been searching for. This turned Riddler into yet another of Sanctus's research subjects. His fellow scientists attempted to subject him to painful and horrific experimentation. However, Riddler eventually escaped Sanctus and the agency, swearing revenge on an organization that once promised him a future. Kind of see where he's coming from in this case, can't you? I left Selina at the Pack's mercy. It was the only way to maintain my cover. They threw her in one of Riddler's murder boxes, and we left for the Black Site. She broke out, no thanks to me. I found the murder box empty when I returned to the subway. It was a huge relief, but a simple apology isn't going to make up for this one. It's possible I may never get the chance to apologize anyway. Selina's probably out of town by now, not looking back. Hurley wants me dead after my betrayal at the Black Site. She may still try to come after me, but right now her priority seems to be escaping with the virus. Hurley was at the lair. She disappeared before I showed up. John said she came looking for Riddler's blood, but the agency already had it. She took out her anger on John and bolted. Hurley's still out there with the virus, and John's my only lead. Gotham's fate lies in the hands of an emotionally distraught, drunken ex-Arkham inmate pursuing his violent ex-girlfriend. I may need to find a plan B. And I don't even know if you could ever accurately say she was his girlfriend. In his mind, she probably was. We all know how gullible John is. Last I saw Freeze, he was in a Sanctus airlock infected with the virus. Eager for my help, he explained the virus's secondary properties in his hopes that, like Riddler, he might survive. He's convinced Nora, his wife, could also benefit by the serum. As a show of good faith, he gave me a lead on Harley. In exchange for this information, he asked me to turn down the temperature in his airlock. This would further slow the virus's spread and make it difficult for the agency to experiment on him. I complied. If he survives, Freeze's gratitude may come in handy down the road. If he doesn't, it was still the right thing to do. Yeah, I do not feel bad about that. The only way I will is if he breaks out and kills a bunch of people. Which, to be fair, he's perfectly capable of doing. Bane is finally in agency custody after the assault on Sanctus, along with most of his soldiers. He nearly killed me at the Black Site, failing only because of John's interference. With the pact dissolved and Bane out of the picture, I can focus on the last remaining threat, Harley. I'm assuming that's the last I'm going to have to deal with Bane. I hope so, anyway. I mean, as far as portrayals of Bane goes, this one's not bad. It's pretty in keeping with the way he's usually portrayed in the comics, but aside from like a minor antagonist and a threat, and add a little bit of friction within the pact, Bane didn't really seem like he served a lot of purpose in the story of this one, let's be honest. Alright, let's get down to the nitty-gritty. Let's see what the hell's going on here.
The bioscan of Riddler's body. I used the analysis you sent me to simulate its interaction with the virus. And the Bat computer promptly found holes in Freeze's calculations.
Okay.
Lotus. Megavirus. Only one known survivor. Riddler. Freeze thinks his blood is now a key to unlocking Lotus's true potential. It appears that Lotus can be synthesized into a restorative agent for the human body. A remarkable one.
Well, Freeze got that part right, but...
But as soon as Lotus repairs any physical problems, it causes irreparable damage to the subject's brain chemistry.
Oh!
It drives you insane.
It's what Riddler meant when he said, I wasn't always like this.
That's why he became a violent psychopath.
All of these people, all of them trying to kill each other, for something that will make them as deranged as he was in the end. We all should know by now that miracles come with a cost. Lotus is nothing more than a poison.
Something tells me Riddler would be laughing at all this. It's all such a mess.
One madman begetting more. He would have reveled in it.
Run the simulation again, then forward the readings to Special Agent Iman Avesta.
I already ran it several times myself. I wanted to be thorough. Silly notion, I know. My problems are purely psychological.
I'm not so sure about that anymore.
Real cure is a very long vacation. Somewhere far away from Gotham. A place where the sun actually comes to visit.
Maybe if you'd listen to me and start seeing your therapist.
Yes, I know. It's just... the more I talk about my kidnapping last year and my rescue by Batman, the harder it is keeping certain details a secret. You should understand that.
I know someone you can talk to. She already knows. And there she is!
Avesta.
I read your report. The serum makes the whole thing beyond dangerous.
Did you find out where Waller's keeping Riddler's blood?
Yeah. She's got the area on lockdown, but I think I can get myself in. And then I'm taking these things off the table. Permanently.
Just hold on. Let me find a way to help.
You've got to be around in case John finds Harley. And this needs to be done quickly. I won't let Waller turn the agency back into something like Sanctus, Bruce. The vials have to go.
Good luck.
Okay, but be careful. I need you to help my butler.
Let's get you somewhere more comfortable.
Oh, Bruce. Tiffany's up there. She's probably wondering where I hurried off to.
I'm sorry, Albert. We can't risk you falling again.
Very well. We mustn't keep Tiffany worrying any longer. She's done quite enough of that the past few days.
Ready?
afraid that's all we do. Worry the ones closest to us.
Feels like a jab at me, Alfred, but it's perfectly well deserved, I know.
Okay, yes, thank you. The doctor is on her way. How are you feeling?
Well, better. A little more rest and some tea, and I'll be as good as new.
Make that a lot more rest, Alfred. You're hurt.
The only thing hurt is my pride, which, sadly, even the doctor won't be able to fix.
You can put up a strong front, but I'm not leaving your side until the doctor arrives. Got it?
Understood.
Be straight with me. How worried should I be? You don't need to sugarcoat it. I just need facts.
It's definitely concerning.
I've told you already that it's fine. Yeah, I'm sorry, it's just... there's a lot more to worry about right now than me.
Not necessarily true, Alfred.
So, Bruce, after our little talk at your office, I had an idea. There's something I want to show you. So, I've been working on this in my spare time. I remember you said you could use the help. You know, when you're Batman.
Wait.
I started thinking about a tactical suit, in case I'm ever needed in the field.
Wait. I see where this is going.
Para-aramid synthetic lining. Photo-adaptive suit coloring. Full spectrum, full surround heads-up display. I should be able to get the mesh fabricated in no time. I'm getting ahead of myself.
You want to be
The last thing
Robin,
you
don't
want
you?
is me out there on the rooftops with you. This wasn't all just about me. You've been going up against some heavy opposition, Bruce. More than usual. Alfred told me how Bane nearly killed you.
Couple of times now.
So I designed
In
you
and
this.
out of suit.
That's a gun.
Let me read you the specs.
Batman doesn't use guns, Tiffany.
You mean at all?
Nope.
I guess I've never seen you use one. But I didn't realize that was, like, a rule.
I don't use a gun because Batman doesn't kill.
Okay, I get it. Still, criminals are always trying to kill Batman. Are you telling me you've never once considered a gun? Just to even the odds?
I don't let myself think about it. Once I go down that path.
You don't need to say anything else. Listen, I should have thought it through more. I just got so caught up in the design, I have a lot left to learn.
No, don't be so hard on yourself.
Of course she's at a carnival. That makes perfect sense.
I have to go.
We'll be waiting right here.
I wonder, am I ever going to suit up at all in this episode? It doesn't seem likely yet. At this point, Bruce and Batman are fairly interchangeable, though, so damn near everybody knows or suspects. Surprised John hasn't figured it out yet. This could go horribly too, because this is like right up Joker's alley here.
John?
If you're still John. Why is there blood? Is this where John's been living in his off time? Or is this just a secondary hideout for Harley? Do I want to do this? Yeah, sure, why not?
Broken.
We sure about that?
Dr. Quinzel. This is Harley's.
Mm-hmm. Sure, why not? What's business without a little bit of fun? Eh. Okay, if I go through this and I discover he's gone full Joker and he's killed Harley, I'm gonna be upset. I'm gonna be really upset. Uh-huh. That's perfectly normal. Hi, Mr. Mannequin. How you doing today? You look pretty happy. Better than this guy. Stairs to nowhere. Say maybe this is a secondary hideout for Harley, but this has got Joker written all over it. I hear the laughing in the background. It's also not great. Also kind of sounds like the laughing is crying.
Look, please. You're not making this easy on me, you know? What am I gonna say to Bruce? It wasn't me. I mean, it was me, but it was self-defense.
I know it needs work.
Bruce? I'm so glad you're here.
What did you do, John? What's happening?
Please, it's not what it looks like. I can explain. Just try and reserve judgment.
Take a deep breath, John. Just calm down.
It was horrible. Just horrible. But you're right. I should do my exercises. Get a hold of myself.
I'd like to believe you didn't kill these men, John, but you're making it really hard to believe it.
What happened? Is Harley here?
She left just as I got here. The agents, they came looking for her. They're not supposed to just start shooting, Bruce. They're supposed to say, hands up! I've seen it on the TV.
You killed these men.
They just attacked you.
I tried to talk sense into them, but they wouldn't listen. They just wanted blood. Something took hold of me. Something dark and vicious and desperate for survival. I grabbed the nearest thing and started swinging.
You think this is funny?
I'm sorry. I always laugh when I'm nervous. I completely redecorated, didn't I? I wonder what Harley would think of the new color scheme.
We need to nip this shit in the bud, like, as soon as possible.
You said you hit them with something.
I think so. I just grabbed whatever came to hand.
This woman has a gunshot wound.
Oh.
So does
in
that
the
dude.
back.
Oh, yeah, it's coming back to me now. She was going for her partner's gun, and I just went on autopilot. I didn't stop until I was safe. I've just been sitting here in the dark until you came in.
You can be straight with me, John.
Why wouldn't I be telling you the truth? If I hadn't fought them off, I'd be the one lying in a pool of blood. You believe me, don't you?
That's still
because
possible.
We don't have trust. What we really have. It's the foundation of any healthy relationship.
John, there's more to the story than you're letting on.
What the heck? You're supposed to be on my side!
I am. I'm just trying to...
I'm an idiot for expecting that, aren't I?
What do you mean?
Whatever this is between us, it's off balance. The goodwill only flows one way, and it isn't towards me. You've made that very clear by now.
John, that's not true, okay? You're imagining things.
Really? Loopy old John's hearing the voices again. Is that it? You really know how to stick the knife in, Bruce. I should have known things were wrong when you drank Harley's slushy.
Oh crap, is it gonna come all the way back to that?
I was in love.
You've been using me from the start! At least have the decency to admit it! The least you can do is come clean about that!
It's not true, John. I care about you. As a friend, I really do.
Say that! We both know that's a lie! You don't even respect me enough to tell me the truth!
I'm not going to hit you, John.
John?
I know you can fight better than that. Or do you need your bat suit to really get you in the mood?
Of course he knows. What? Of course he knows.
Forget I know you, Bruce. The real you. Always hiding behind some kind of mask. Playboy, businessman, criminal. Bat. You can't fool a friend. Someone who really takes the time to look. You kinda gave it away with the laptop. I had some doubts after you gave up Catsy to a room of murderers.
Let's not deny it.
You had to maintain your cover, didn't you?
Let's roll into this.
Good.
Let's just roll into it.
Well done, John. You figured it out. Have to say, I'm impressed.
Only because you underestimate me. I never miss a trick. It all gets filed away up here.
You think you can use that against me? As blackmail?
Oh, I would never. We're two threads in the same stitch, remember?
True.
Bound together, even under strain.
Then what's your point?
After we raided the agency's convoy, Harley stashed one of their trucks here. And now it's gone, which means she's getting out of town. Across the Gotham Bridge. Let me help you stop her. I'm not asking for much, just a little faith. I swear to you, this was self-defense. One more time. You do believe me, don't you? You still have faith in me, don't you? Your old buddy, John?
Yes,
This is
screw
a
it.
mess. And we are gonna need to talk about it more.
I'm with you all the way, John, buddy.
But I believe you. I'm sorry I doubted you, John.
Gosh, Bruce, I'm overcome. I'm sorry I doubted you. But I feel so much better now that we've hashed this out. We've got to catch up with Harley before these murderous agents find her. She's got explosives and the virus. If they start shooting, things could get really exciting. Oh boy! Remember when you said you could buy me a car? I think I'd like to take you up on the offer.
I still don't know which way it's going with him. I mean, they've... It's usually implied that Joker knows who Bruce really is, but he just simply doesn't care. But in this particular case, it's, like, really friggin' weird, man. I still don't know what to think of it.
Get back! I'll blow this bridge to hell if you don't give me Riddler's blood!
Can't do it, Quinn. Even if I wanted to.
I mean it! The bridge and every sad son of a bitch on it!
The blood is gone! The serum you want is no longer an option! Stand down now! No one needs to get hurt!
I said get back!
You're gonna kill her, Bruce!
Oh, great.
You gotta shoot first and ask questions later! I can't just stand here and do nothing! We can't let that happen!
We'll keep her safe, John. You don't have to worry.
Hearing you say that really calms my nerves.
Great, I diffused one psychopath, now I gotta deal
Wait.
with another one.
About time you showed up.
Have you met my friend?
Good goddamn is he doing here?
Director Waller, John Doe's, been aiding Bruce's investigations.
This creature's with you?
Amanda Waller, meet John Doe. He's a trusted friend.
I'm here to defuse the situation.
I have my doubts, but hell. At this point, I'll try anything. Harley's making demands we simply can't meet. Her detonator's on a dead man's switch. She lets it go. This bridge is history. This situation is rapidly spiraling out of control. I'm running out of options. Harley is heading towards a cliff, and she's gonna drag all of us with her.
I can talk her off the ledge. Just give me a moment.
She won't listen. All she wants is Riddler's goddamn blood. And that's gone. One of my own people destroyed it. Someone inside the agency.
Wonder who that was.
Serum Quinn wanted to make is off the table for good.
Maybe you should have waited, Vesta.
Give it a shot, Bruce. See what you can do. Stand down, people. Let him through.
It's cool. I'm after doing some. I'm after talking down enough lunatics that it's becoming a habit.
Well, well, well. Bruce Wayne!
Harley?
Never thought I'd see you again. Thought you'd cut and run after your cover was blown. All I want is Riddler's blood. I get it. I leave Gotham for good. That agency hellbeast says she don't got it, but I know she's lying through her teeth.
The serum you're trying to make, it doesn't do what you think it does.
How do you know about that?
Because I looked into it. It does as much harm as it does good, maybe more.
Especially
Harley,
for you.
You're a doctor. You have to understand. It destroys your brain chemistry.
Uh-huh. Sure. You're gonna tell me you love me, Wayne?
Excuse me?
I like a little romance when I'm getting screwed. I'm holding all the goddamn cards. Either they give me what I want, or I play the one that goes boom! I ain't fooling around.
Listen, I have pull with these people. You turn yourself in. I can protect you.
Good, Bruce. That's the way. She just needs to see she'll be taken care of.
I don't need protection. Never have. Way I see it, you need protection from me.
Stand down!
Don't do something stupid, John. Don't do something
Bruce,
stupid, John.
You got her warmed up, but let me take it from here.
Couldn't?
Let me talk to her. I know her better than anyone.
I'm so glad you're here, baby. These deadbeats want my head on a stick.
You can do it, John. I believe in you.
I won't let you down.
Oh God, I hope
Everything's
not.
worked out. Up here. Trust me. I learned from the best.
Okay, just
what?
try and reason with her. She thinks you have her best interests at heart.
I got this, Bruce. I'm just gonna be myself. Just like you told me in the cafe. Hey, don't worry about a thing. With all these people watching, how can I not live up to the occasion?
If you excuse me, I'm going to go sit behind a bunch of, like, really heavy
Those two
objects.
reprobates getting their heads together is a recipe for a disaster. Oh, what were you thinking?
John said it himself. He knows her better than anyone. As long as he keeps her talking, there's still a chance she won't blow the bridge.
There's truth in that. Not enough to inspire confidence, but it's better than nothing.
Putting a lot of faith in you, John. Don't fuck it up. Be a nice guy. Don't... Oh God, what's she telling him?
I don't like the look of that. Not
No,
one
no,
bit.
no, 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 nope, 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 nope.
You gotta be kidding. This is going south. We're gonna shut this down right now.
If we interfere now, we could push him right back into Harley's arms.
If we don't, everyone on this bridge will die. Stand by to move in, people. Alpha team, move into flank. What the hell do you think you're doing?
You gotta trust him, Waller. I'm telling you, he'll come through.
With a marriage proposal, maybe. Not a successful resolution to the crisis at hand.
You need to have faith. Stand down.
You backstabbing piece of crap!
Don't struggle, Harley. They think you're a fighter. They're gonna put you in the hole.
I'm gonna rip your head off, you two-diamond son of a...
Get her out of here.
God
How
damn,
could
John.
you, John? You broke my heart.
Bruce showed me how to be good, Harley. In a way you never could.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Doe. You did a great job. The virus, please.
I don't think so. I don't think anyone should have this. Least of all you.
He's got a point.
Well then,
He's got a point.
we'll no longer be requiring your service.
No! What are you doing? He helped us.
You betrayed me after I saved the day? You agency people! You're just the worst!
Find that maggot! And get Quinn in the truck immediately! Where's Wayne? I want him secured! Secure him if you have to!
God damn it, Waller, we had this under control. John knew what he was doing. Oh, no, you don't. You leave that green man alone.
John, stop!
Get your goddamn hands off me!
You're no better than criminal scum.
John?
You corrupt pigs.
You're supposed to stand for justice!
But you're liars, and you're murderers, and you're so
goddamn rude!
Oh god.
What the heck? What's wrong with this thing? Come on. Why won't you just work? Yes! That's what I want to see! You and me together. You're all going to pay for your crimes. Batman and I, we're going to bring you all to justice. It's gonna be so much fun.
Oh, crap. Oh, this is going so poorly. Okay, so we've set John down the path of being a vigilante. He was despondent when you said you were trying to help in the subway. You appreciated that you allowed him to leave and find Harley by himself. You have earned John's trust, and he has vowed that the two of you will clean up Gotham together. I mean, that's better than the other option, I guess, but he's still volatile and dangerous. But at the same time, 100% Waller is the one that just fucked up, because if she just left him alone, none of that would have happened. Like, I could have kept a rein on him and maybe help him further, but nope, let's just try to... yeah. Egg on the guy with clear mental instability who was holding a super virus in one hand and a detonator in the other. Because he was less erratic than Quinn, apparently. Okay, I guess... again, I'm assuming orange is bad and blue is good, so I seem to be going on the other side there with Vesta. Same thing with Tiffany there. Look at that picture! She's so pissed off! And honestly, I don't care. Waller was supportive when you showed folks going irritated when she said she shouldn't use the Sanctus tech. She became livid when you saw it John on the bridge, but like I said, I don't care. Alfred was grateful when you helped him up off the floor. You left him feeling resigned when you mentioned he needed to see the doctor. Alfred was proud when you advised Tiffany thoughtfully about Batman's code. Good. This is probably the largest, what's the word I'm looking for here? Language is failing me at the moment. But yeah, this is probably the biggest gap in choices that I've seen playing this so far. Usually they're pretty close to 50-50. Well, I mean, this one obviously is a bit more too. But like a lot of them early on were very close to 50-50. But I'm kind of happy to see nearly 100% of the players lowered the temperature for Freeze, because he's dangerous. He's a mass murderer, no question. But you can't help but feel sorry for the guy. Okay, most people trusted John to find Harley on his own. Oh, it's actually a rather short list this time. They keep asking me, and I keep saying no thank you. One day, Ahmed. Oh, hello there, Ryder. Thank you for stopping by and watching. It's like, yeah, I kind of am wondering why the choices are so... Oh, yeah, that makes perfect sense. Yeah, episode 5 seems like it's going to be a doozy. I'm kind of interested to see how the whole thing plays out with John. Because, I mean, I'm a big Batman fan, always have been, and like the whole Batman-Joker dynamic is a thing that was always really... I thought was really cool. And I'm hoping against hope that they go completely off the wall with this and actually make it possible for you to stop him from becoming what he usually does become. So, if that ends up being an option, I think it'll be... I mean, people will probably complain about you being able to do that, because, well, people will complain about anything. But me, personally, I think it'd be an interesting story choice if you, at the very least, are able to stop him for a little while from going way off the deep end. Yeah, when episode 5 comes out, I am, like, going to hop on board with that as soon as I possibly can, because I need to see how this ends. Especially now, after that. I feel like I've kinda got John going on a fairly decent path, but, judging by the, thumbnail picture here, well, the little picture here for the next episode, it looks like we're going to get into a drag-out fight here, but... Episode 5, same stitch. The looming threat on Gotham reaches its boiling point, forcing Bruce to decide how far he is willing to go to protect his city from a force that threatens to bring it to its knees. Yeah, that is kind of something that might end up happening, and another thing... Oh, really? I didn't know that. Like, I didn't realize that, depending on his relationship with you, like, his appearance would be different. But yeah, a lot of times in various Batman media, and like especially in the comics, there's usually this implication, this unspoken implication that Joker does know that Batman is Bruce Wayne. And, he just doesn't care. Which makes perfect sense considering how deeply connected he feels to this entity. I just really like the fact that they had him meet Bruce first in this, because him trying really hard to be Bruce's friend was kind of neat. And spending a lot of time with him kind of makes him feel a bit more than just your standard murderous lunatic. Like, you can kind of see why he got so twisted. You can't help but feel a little bit bad for him, but he's still terrifying. He's still pretty goddamn scary, you gotta admit. You know, case in point. But no, I can't wait for episode 5 of this. I gotta see how this plays out. This is one of the most interesting takes I've seen on a lot of these characters in Wall. Yeah, I kind of predicted, I kind of saw coming a little bit that it was like he must have figured out by now, because I've been playing it pretty fast and loose with my secret identity here, so a lot of people I mean, Gordon probably knows by this point. But still, when he said, and he said it so bluntly as that, I was like, whoa. Yeah, that's the other thing, too. That was one of my, this is one of my favorites, one of my favorite incarnations of the Riddler. Like, I thought the one in the Arkham series was really cool, but this guy takes the cake. And I see, story-wise, why they had to take him out. But at the same time, I'm sad that we're not getting more of him. That's why I was glad in how in episode 3 you got that recording of him where you still had to play through one of his death traps, showing that he's still pulling the strings even though he's dead. See, it seems fairly unlikely that they're going to bring Eddie back by this point, but, I noticed that they said that this serum, this thing that gets mixed up with his blood, has regenerative, in episode 3 I said it was Catwoman, and I kind of felt bad about that. I mean, I figured she'd be able to get out of it, and she did. But that's one of the few decisions I've made in this playthrough thus far that I actually felt legit bad about, because I was like, oh... Because I didn't tell her the cops were after her earlier in that episode too, so it was just like the double whammy of just messing with her, and it was bad. But yeah, they kind of dropped that thing about how this serum has regeneration properties, and Eddie was the only person to survive getting infected by it. So it's a long shot, but even though he's quite clearly a corpse, there might be some weird comic mumbo-jumbo that manages to bring him back from that. And the other thing, too, is... in some forms of the DC, like Universe, Waller is in charge of an organization called Cadmus, and the thing Cadmus is mostly known for is cloning, so... that's another possible way they could bring Eddie back. This is just me spitballing here, it might never actually happen, but it'd be interesting to see if they do it, how they do it. Yeah, I'm really glad that I didn't just walk away from Freeze, because goddammit, I've always got a soft spot for Freeze. I can't help but feel bad for the guy. Well, what happened with Bane in episode 4 is they had those, like, they got these weird guns that can go from either lethal to, like, being supercharged tasers, so I think he got hit with, like, 3 or 4 of those things. Seems a bit cheap, honestly, because he managed to fight his way through a pile of agency. Well, of course, then again, the EMP went off, and their guns might have been disabled. But still, man, I mean, it seems pretty inconsistent exactly what Bane is, like, capable of, because he got shot, like, 3 or 4 times while we were raiding the secret lab thing there. I mean, he got shot straight in the chest, roughly where his heart should be, so apparently his pectoral muscles are so well defined they can deflect bullets, which is crazy. Obviously, you can't survive a shot to the head, because I was a bit too slow on that, and he ended up dying. And then it was game over, because obviously we couldn't get into the room. And I'm kind of surprised that I was able to fight him off as well as I could, just simply as Bruce. Like, I figured the bat suit would be able to, you know. Yeah, Bane was tough. I'm pretty sure he's completely out of the picture now. Well, I mean, if Bane cloned himself, that would be terrifying. But, going by, yeah, your little hypothesis there. Just be like a one-man wrecking crew, except there's, like, multiple versions of one man. But, yeah. Yeah, I wanted to stay on Bane's good side as much as I could, because he was the one that seemed like he'd be the hardest to reason with, but at the same time, there was a lot of things he did that I didn't really agree with, or at least I didn't want to side with him, so it was hard. I'm expecting Freeze is going to make a comeback in episode... Well, John is, obviously, but I'm expecting Freeze will show up again, if for no other reason that he'll probably pay me back for helping him out. At least I hope so. And, Bane might make a cameo, but I can't imagine he's going to have anything to do with the plot anymore. You might see him in Holding or something. And I can't help but think Harley is still going to play a pretty big role, because you might use her knowledge of John and her expertise as a psychiatrist to see if you can get a handle on what makes John tick and try to figure out what he's going to do next. That's what I'm expecting. Yeah, John was on my good side when or rather, I was on John's good side when I finished this, and I'm pretty good with that. At the same time, they say he's got a sort of a vigilante mindset now, which in him might not be great, but at the same time, it's probably better than the alternative. Yeah, that's why I tread very lightly around John, because, well, again, it's like, he's so impressionable. He's quite clearly capable of insane destruction, because I still don't know the rights of what happened when he killed those 3 agents. And yeah, the identity thing's a big deal, but, like, he's so mood-swingy. So, something tells me episode 5 is going to be one pain in the hole, trying to both stop whatever he's planning, and at the same time trying to reason with him to the point where he just doesn't completely snap. But yeah, that was the other thing. That was probably how he figured out the whole figured out the identity, as a matter of fact, is the whole laptop thing. Because if I remember right, the way I did that was I asked him to get it for me as Bruce, or at the very least I suggested that he do so. And he said he'd thought about it. He said he'd think about it, but then he just randomly appeared on the rooftop of the GCPD, talked to Batman, and told Batman that he'd be able to get the laptop for him. And that was probably around the time that he made the connection and figured out the two of us were the same person. Like, he probably sussed that out. Because as he said in this, he always keeps everything in his head, so he's constantly working out the details, and it's... Now see, that was an inconsistency that I noticed in this, now that you mention it, is he had a Batarang that he tossed at Bane, but when he gave me the laptop as Batman, I did not let him keep the Batarang. So I don't know where the hell he got that. Now, that's the thing, as good as Telltale games are, they do have things in there like that, like you'll make a choice, but it'll act like you made a different choice. Usually it's nothing big, but there'll be little plot holes here and there. Like, I think the first season of Walking Dead they did also had a few little cases of that, where, like, you'd make a decision, and it didn't have, like, a really big effect on the story, but it would still presume you made a completely opposite choice in another episode or something. It was odd. I mean, these games have their glitches and inconsistencies, but, you know, you gotta give them credit, because they're trying to craft a fairly complicated plot in most of these things, and they have to allow for different dialogue choices and stuff, so if something slips through every now and then, you know, I'll give them a pass. But yeah, if Alfred dies in episode 5, I am going to be super pissed. Like, that's another thing I'm going to have to worry about in episode 5. Yeah, so the whole thing with Alfred is going to be a thing I'm going to have to keep in mind, and, now, maybe a few characters from Season 1 might make a reappearance. I'm assuming if Two-Face does show up, it's probably only going to be like a cameo. I'm still expecting Cobblepot is going to have a bigger role, if not in this, than if they continue making more of these games, that he's going to come back. Because you can never count him out. He seems to be doing rather well in prison, unsurprisingly. And I'm calling it right now, what's probably going to end up happening. Oh, well, I mean, if it came down to either Alfred or John, I'm afraid I'm going to have to pick Alfred every time. But something I expect is probably going to happen is that, seeing as how we've learned that this serum has regenerative properties, I think it's probably going to come down to they'll give you a choice of whether you can use it to help Alfred or not, and then of course you run the risk of him just going stark raving mad on account of the after effects that they found out, because, you know, it's the reason why Riddler ended up going so dark as he did, because apparently he wasn't always like that. Still terrifying, according to most accounts, but not always like that. So I'm expecting there might be some kind of thing that happens in episode 5 where, like, Alfred takes a turn for the worse, you have to risk trying to use... Like, Alfred takes a turn for the worse, you have to try to use the, or at least you have the option to use the serum to try to help him out, and maybe, Tiffany, will be able to figure... Now, granted, Tiffany is more mechanical, like her father, so maybe she won't know what to do with it, but, like, maybe she'll be able to figure something out, and maybe you can modify it so it won't maybe have that side effect, but it'll still be a gamble? I don't know. And yeah, that's the other thing, too. If John ends up taking the serum with his already incredibly fragile mental state, and he completely goes nuts, I'm fully expecting that that's probably him, because they haven't delved into why John looks the way he does. Like, they don't know, I don't know if the whole Ace Chemicals thing that usually happens to him in the Batman stories happened to him here, or if he was just simply born looking like that, like it's a medical condition. But it could very well be that this serum that really messes with your brain chemistry could be what completely drives him into his Joker persona. But I really hope that's not the... I'm saying right now that that is something I'm going to try my damnedest to avoid if I possibly can. If I can do that, then, you know, kudos to Telltale for even giving you the option, right? Anyway, wow, that was one great big ol' what the hell kind of an episode. I can't wait to see what they do next, and yeah, I'm just both anticipating and dreading what I'm going to have to try to do to defuse this situation. So, yeah, I think that's going to be about it for me for tonight, and anyone who stopped by to watch, like, you, Ryder, thank you very much for stopping by to watch. I appreciate it a whole hell of a lot. And, hopefully, I'll see you fine folks next time when, depending on when I get to stream next, I will either do the final episode of this, if they release it, or I might carry on with, I don't know, I got a couple of things I might start up as new, or I might go back to Breath of the Wild, or there is that little game One Dog story that I need to try to finish too. Hopefully I'll be able to get back to one of these many things in the next few days. Until then, however, like I said, I thank you very much for stopping by to watch. I hope I see you fine folks next time, and until then, I wish you a farewell and a good night.